So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that's caught inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 47 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guy. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And this will be a touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
Now let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Now he's got a man complete. Boom. There he goes. Julian Edelman. Touchdown. Julian Edelman. 7. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Finding some room at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will have a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll look to throw. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 14 yards. And his guys find a way. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown. James White, an 80-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Yeah.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Back to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there. 42 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And his throw here's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Julian Edelman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Set. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll look to throw here. disaster there, a huge loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game, one a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground, frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. Sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got
The hunt. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Room to run inside the 40. And touchdown! How about that? Their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Julian Edelman, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that one needed a little time to develop because he's... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
He'll drop to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And it's a touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A 2nd time. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the Drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback as the first half is winding down. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Edelman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Being chased out left. Skirts by him at the 35. And jumps over him.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Set!
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 2nd down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And he just tied the NFL record. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go now.
Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And with that carry, he has done it. He breaks the single-game rushing record.
How about doing it in the spotlight of our game? How wonderful is that to see all those yards accumulated, culminating in a brand new NFL record?
Steps away to his left. He's got it to James White. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He's to the 10, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, a 21-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Shane Ray in there to sack him for a loss of 6. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown of the new season. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10.
Set. Green.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll drop to throw. He shakes him off. What is this? They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And this is complete. It's Allen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to get away. Able to shake him off. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the bell. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Able to push his way through. Continuing to fight for more. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Green.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Well, these guys scored touchdown. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
On play action, they'll throw. He completes it right side to White. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space. That's right, and they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Fights free at the 5. At the end of one, 7-3 the score. More from the Steel City coming up after this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now back to throw. Being chased out. And this will be a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe Arnie has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That escapes the set, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll give him a 2. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And what a big-time play there. 67 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Open space inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 4th touchdown. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
As we've got the final quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And I think the ball's out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. Back to throw. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ryan Shazier in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
slant route caught by Edelman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he will take it in for the touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to strike. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Him over and shutting him off. Now open field. Still going. And all the way to the opposite 48.